Hey guys, today's a new vlog. So today, me and my friends will be heading to the ADEX Expo at Suntec. Basically, it'll just be us going there, checking out stuff, looking at some deals and some equipment and stuff like that. And then at the same time, I thought of maybe doing this vlog to show like divers or people who want to be divers to see what's there at the ADEX fair. So now I'm heading over to my friend's place. Then later he'll bring us down to ADEX fair at Suntec. So actually we just came back from Tioman last week. Hopefully the vlog will be out. Then after that, my objective is to actually go there and get myself a new pair of masks. Cause currently my current mask is kind of leaking at like this area here below the nose and above the upper lips. So I think when I bite onto my regulator, it breaks the seal, so there's a bit of water going in. So what I'm trying to do today is hopefully find a better fitting mask. And I know divers actually take a bit of time to get the perfect fitting mask for themselves because everybody's shape is different, so it's a bit hard to find a perfect fit. So hopefully today go down and find something. If I find something I like and it's a perfect fit, or if it's a decent fit, then I'll probably get it. If not, hopefully I won't be spending too much money today. Yeah, just go down and enjoy because it's once a year, this ADEX. So I've been to my first ADEX last year. What was fun was actually that there was this tech talk and like people go up to do their sharing and stuff like that. But from what I heard this year, it's a bit different. Like it used to be free, it used to be an open stage, but I think this year what they did was they sort of have it enclosed based on what I heard from others. And then you have to pay to go in. So later we'll see whether my friends and I will be paying to go in to see It's actually quite interesting. Like I remember last year they were having talks on like cave diving and also like intro into tech. Then there's also like talks on like GUE and stuff like that. So we'll go down and see, and then yeah, hopefully we'll get some footage for today. Okay, see you later. Hey, so we have reached Suntec City. And now we're going to go to the convention center and then go and see what's there for us. 喂，我们买的是不是这家？是我们买的。Let's go. Sorry. 喝完现在进去。Thank you。很多哎，我丢掉了。OK 了，慢慢喝啊。可以。哇哦！哇，跟去年一样大噻。Yeah. Yo, X Deep gear. Okay, so today my goal will be to find myself a good mask. Hey guys, so I've walked around. So far I just walked like a few booths. I tried on I think probably 3 or 4 masks. I think I found one that's pretty fitting, but then at the same time, to be honest, won't really know if it's fitting until we have actually dived in the mask. So the price wise I think it's like relatively okay. So I'll be going around to try on other masks as well. And then we'll see. So far I feel that's the most fitting one. But then the color is just plain black, which I want a more vibrant color, like purple or turquoise. But then we will see lah. So later we'll see how it goes. And then maybe I'll just film me walking around because there's really a lot of booth here. Like you see, there's a lot of like dive shops here. Then there are those like dive resorts that are here to actually promote their prices for their diving and stuff like that. I think there's also dive shops that have like packages for open water or even advanced open water. So for you people who actually think of trying diving, you can actually come here. I think from my experience is it happens like I think every April. So I remember last year it was April as well. So maybe y'all can come here and take a look. There are links where you can get free tickets lah. And then I managed to get mine for free. But I think even the entry, it's also pretty affordable. I think it's only like $10 or $20. So you can come in, take a look, and then see. There's like really a lot of things here. Like you see, it's so many stuff here. really a lot of stuff. Some of it is like dive gear, some of it, like I mentioned, some of it dive gear, some of it is like resorts. Yeah, and then yeah, it's really, there's a lot of things to see here. So there's even some like talks and stuff, but I think this year it's a bit different. Like I mentioned, they've set it in like a corner whereby you have to pay separately to go and attend. But then I remember last year it was free lah. So we'll see how later, if there's any topic that we'd like to go and listen, then maybe me and my friends will go in and like take a look. But I think for now we'll just walk around, look at all the gears, and also whether there's any like exclusive dive trip prices that we can find here. Okay, so talk to you again later. Okay, hey guys, so officially back from the ADEX 2026. It was pretty fun lah. Like we just went around. So me and my friend, the two of us, we went actually pretty early. I think we went down around 11. So it wasn't that crowded, and then we managed to did some walking here and there. So like I told you, my main objective there was to actually go down and find like a better fitting mask lah. But to be honest, I don't really know how to find like a good fitting mask, because I've done a bit of research on online, and then so what they told me to do was to do like what you regularly do at a dive shop. Like what they tell you to do is to just put the mask on, and then you breathe in, and then see whether it's able to hold there without the strap, but to hold there for like I think like 5 to 10 seconds. But I realized I've done that for my old mask, but it still kind of leaks. So that's why this time around I went there. I wanted to find a better fitting mask lah. So one thing I saw online was to actually bring like a mouthpiece to simulate that you are biting down on a regulator. Because once you bite down on a regulator, right, your upper lips move, and then because of this shape, it may cause like leaking at the like from your below your nose and above the upper lip. So I realized that was what was happening with my old mask. So funny thing is, I actually brought a mouthpiece. So what I did was I brought my spare mouthpiece like that, and tested the mask, and then I realized that it's something that is not that common. So the dive shop people were actually like laughing at me. So it was a bit embarrassing lah. So I tried to do it when there was lesser people, so I don't feel as embarrassed. So it's actually quite funny. And then so when I was walking through like in the morning or early afternoon, so there was actually two set of masks that I felt like were more suitable lah. So I think one was Mares, I think XR or something, but the dive shop mentioned to me is like a more technical mask, and it's really very slim and nice. Then it cost only around like $108. So but the downside of it is that it only came in black, and I wanted something that is more vibrant, like nicer looking, and then it cost like 108. But then after that, then there's another one which is I think it's a brand that I've never really seen before. I'm not sure whether it's a good brand lah, but yeah, as in like I know Mares is a good, is a well-known brand, but this brand I never heard before. I think it's called Umizaru or something like that. It might be like I don't know if it's a China brand or Taiwan brand or don't know from what country brand lah. But they had like many different colors, so the colors was actually very appealing to me lah. And then it costed lesser. It's only like 88. So I was actually back and forth. And then for the Mares mask, the skirt was actually very soft and like, it's like not as hard as like the mask that I had, or the mask or the Yumizaru mask. So it was like very thin and very soft. So I saw online that especially these kind of issues that I have with the water clothing, that this kind of maybe this kind of softer skirt mask will be better lah. So at the start I was leaning more towards the Mares, but after that I literally went back and forth. I think even a dive shop, as in the person like manning the booth was like, hey, why you keep coming back? So after going back and forth like a few times, I decided to go with the Yumizaru one, and my friend recommended me to get this color. Wait, let me pull it out. So yeah, so it's actually this brand. It's called Yumizaru. So never really, I think I only saw this on like Taobao or what. Maybe I could have bought on Taobao, it might be cheaper, I don't know. But yeah, so I got it at 88. And then, okay lah, one thing that it was a bit unhappy about is that it didn't came with a case, like a hard case. So they literally gave me in this plastic bag. And it's like that. But as you can see, this color is very nice. So they had like teal, I think purple, this baby pink, and there's like a lot of very vibrant colors. And so like when I was going back and forth and I was trying, so I personally felt like this was a slightly better fitting mask. So let me show you. So this is how I test it. I put it facing up. Then I take a small breath and make sure that it holds. And then so I still go and like feel whether there'll be any gaps lah. But yeah, so at the point of time it felt okay lah. I think now also it feels pretty much okay. And then also yeah, so make sure there's no, and then also make sure that I'm able to equalize like pressing. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully this will be a better fitting mask for me. And then like I've seen online, it's not about like the cost of the mask, but it's actually whether what kind of mask is it, like a better mask by it being more expensive. I mean, like it probably might be lah, like better materials and stuff like that. But I think all in all, what matters most is, from what I see online, is the fit. So I've been trying to find the fit. So I'm not sure. So after consideration, I decided to go with the cheaper option. Like the color really pops and it's very nice. Yeah, so that's what I chose. And then at the same time, I think this was the only purchase. And then we went around, and then I think we released some goodie bags, and then we took like a lot of brochures and a lot of pamphlets and stuff like that. And then another thing that we did was we signed up for a dive at Nusa Penida with, I think it's a Mabu Dive Resort or something. I can't really remember the name. And then, okay, so the thing is, it's a trip for minimum 2 packs. I mean like the room, it all comes with 2 packs lah. So I signed up for a 2 packs one. So now I need to go and find someone to come and accompany me. It's like there are groups of friends that are going also. So I think total there's like probably 8 of us. Okay lah, 7 of us, but I need to find one. So hopefully I'm able to find one. But they did say that if I'm not able to find one, then they will refund me a bit of the cost, because if it's just one person, then you have to pay 30% extra. So I think they will deduct off the 30% extra, then the remainder they will just refund me. So hopefully I'm able to find someone to accompany me so that I'm able to cut costs. Because to be honest, diving is a really very cost demanding sport. So as much as possible, I'll try to keep the cost low. So yeah, so that will be in August. So hopefully I'll be able to find someone, and I'll be at Nusa Penida, and hopefully I will do more vlogging to show y'all what's up. So okay, so anyone who's interested to go for a dive expo, I think it happens every April. So I think probably next year it will be on April as well. So if y'all are interested to either start diving or get your dive gear at a slight discount, or actually not everything there's a discount lah, but it's just that you're able to at one shot look at all the different brands and different models. So even if you don't buy it there, you can go down and try, or like figure out what are the brands that you like and stuff like that, and then maybe talk and ask around. So there's really a lot of people there, and I would recommend you to go early, maybe because it starts at, for this time around it starts at 10. I would recommend you go when it starts to open, because I think when it's past lunch, especially when it's like evening time, there's really a lot of people there. So that's why at the same time, I never really took out my camera to vlog, because I'm still a bit awkward vlogging in front of people, and then I think there's always eyes looking, so I'm not very comfortable. But I promise I will try to overcome this, and then hopefully next time I'll be able to vlog. I'm really hoping that I'm able to include my friends in the vlog, and then hopefully they don't judge me for vlogging lah. Hopefully the next trip we'll see how it goes. And then yeah, I will try to continue. And then also I've never edited any videos before, so actually when this was taken, I haven't even edited the Tioman video. So hopefully I will go and sit down and go and learn and how to edit videos. Okay, so these are all that, and then okay, bye, and hope y'all be like me and find the love in diving. Okay, bye.